What's up, YouTube? What's popping with y'all? It's my first video from my personal account. As y'all know, I'm really more active on my clothing brand account. Me and my cousin, co-founder Eddie Scott. Me and his account at Sayless Lifestyle. You know the link is in the description. For sure. But yeah. So for my personal account, I'm basically just gonna be really just doing a bunch of reactions, story times, uh, public interviews, a bunch of things like even day in the life, and that's some of that stuff is gonna be on Sayless Lifestyle too, but also on my page. So make sure you stay tuned. Please subscribe, like the videos that I post, comment, share, join the Say Less fam. But yeah, Say Less Lifestyle. Get your merch. The link in the bio, or the link in it is to my clothing is gonna be in the description. Make sure you go check that out. For sure. But yeah. So as you can tell by the title, my first video is going to be a story time on how I got cut from varsity in ninth grade, on how I became one of the best players around my area, and now I'm a Division II college basketball player. So yeah, we're gonna just hop right into it. Um, so basically, I've been playing basketball since I was like 6 years old. Um, Growing up in New York. So I've been playing basketball since I was 6. My dad got me into it. Um, yeah, and I've been hooping. I was always like active around my area. Like I played AAU ball, I played in a couple of school leagues, like things like that. Like I worked on my game a lot. Like obviously invested a lot of time in basketball. Like my dad worked with me a lot. Other coaches did, but like I grew up around, like I was in a basketball group of friends, things like that. We went on AAU tournaments, so it was basically like good experiences that I had and things like that. But so seventh and eighth grade year, I was pretty decent. I was good. I wasn't that good, but I was a little chunky. Um, I probably can show a clip, but well, anyways, I was a little chunky. I was really not in that much of the basketball shape. And seventh, eighth grade, I was okay. Like I led my team even playing modified. I played modified. I went to a private school and played modified. Um, and then ninth grade year comes around, right? So there's tryouts, like the JV and varsity tryouts were combined. So the JV tryouts were combined and the varsity tryouts. And if you got told to come back the next day at the specific time, that means you made varsity. So there was two tryouts. So today, it was one day I tried out, and then the next day I tried out. And I'm thinking like I'm gonna be on varsity because like I feel like I was good enough. So um, the next day I go, or he says if we didn't tell you to come back the next day, then you'll be on the JV, blah blah blah. And I go up to the coach after practice. I'm like, Coach, you didn't tell me to come back at that time. He was like, and I asked him, I said, what time do you want me to come back? He said, yeah, just come back at, well, basically with the JV squad, he was saying. And like when he told me that, I was like, wow, like wow, I'm not good enough to play varsity. Like, 'cause like low key when you're in eighth grade, you're like a ninth grader, you want to play varsity if you take basketball serious. Like you just, that's just a good feeling, and it's just like that means you're good at your craft. So anyways, well, in some cases. So anyways, I remember literally walking out the gym and literally literally crying my eyes out. Like I was so mad. That was probably one of the worst feelings in the world. Like no cap, for real. I was hot. I was so hot. But anyways, waiting for my ride, I was like sick. I got in the car. I told my mom that I'm like I wasn't on varsity, whatever. And then I ended up coming back the next day, whatever. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just kill him with the JV and just get moved up. Which obviously that didn't happen either. But anyways, so I ended up going to practice. Like I started practicing. It was like a month straight practice. Then our first game comes around. So the coach like on JV now like I wasn't just delusional or crazy like I thought I should have been on varsity. Like on JV, I was probably the best player on JV. best skill, like the most skilled. I probably was a little bit chubby, like I was out of shape a little bit, but I was the most skilled. Like I could shoot, I could score, like I could do what I had to do. Like on JV, I could probably score like 15 points a game. But anyways, well, the world may never know actually, because you'll see. So anyways, the first game comes around, and I don't even start. The coach doesn't even start me. And he blames it on because I came late to the game. I didn't even come late to the game. I actually came to the game when my team was outside. Well, not outside. They were in the hallway stretching out. So like probably like 30 minutes before the game started, which I was probably like in reality 10 minutes late from the coach at the time that the coach said we were supposed to be there. So after that, that just already got me on a bad start. Like I was already mad. Like I'm not even starting my first JV game, and it's like I'm at that point because I'm in ninth grade. I'm thinking about what everybody else in the stands gonna think, and like what everybody else gonna think about me. Like even my family. Like this, he's not even starting on JV. Like so, at that point that's just messing with my self confidence. I'm just like, I'm just mad. So at that point I'm thinking, as soon as I get in the game, I'm about to score like 40. So anyways, I don't. He doesn't play me like the whole first quarter. I get in like the second quarter for like 2 minutes. I remember I had a turnover and then I had got fouled once and I made one free throw, and then I got taken out the game and I never went back in. He didn't play me the whole second half, and I remember my pops. So like obviously my pops was feeling some type of way about it. So he trying to talk to the coach after the game. I'm mad on the bench. I'm like, and we're getting blown out by 20 points against a team that like we shouldn't be losing to. So like it was just a bad day, bad night overall. So my dad is talking to the coach after the game, whatever, blah blah. And then we go back to the locker room after the game, and I'm just like, I grab my stuff, and then my dad tell me like it's over, like come on, like we're done, like I'm not about to hoop with them. So basically, I grab my stuff, we walk out the locker room, and then that was the end of it. And my ninth grade year, I did not play basketball. I did not play basketball my ninth grade year. Although that summer, like I played in a couple leagues. I probably was like playing a couple leagues here and there, whatever. But I did, like, that woke me up and made me realize that I need to work on my game. So basically, when that happened, like on that night, like that feeling of not even playing on JV, like that just lit a fire in me. I felt like, so for probably this is around December of 2015. 2015. Yeah, 2015. So that December, February, like when I walked out that locker room the day after, from that day on, all the way until I would say about February, I trained with my dad at the local World Gym. Like literally 5 days out of the week, we were training, getting right, like really getting to it. Like obviously there was days in the gym that I had terrible days in the gym, and like me and my dad got into it, but like all that was for the betterment of me. So anyways, and just making my mental stronger. So anyways, basically, I ended up getting a basketball trainer in Buffalo, which is about like 25 minutes away. I ended up getting a basketball trainer that I heard about that my friend was going to, that went to the school that was on varsity. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to start training with whatever. So I'm about to start training with him. So I started training with him for about 2 months. I saw a little bit of improvement, and then I ended up getting a new trainer, a new trainer at a local college near me. And then I trained with him from like April, May 2016, April 2016, all the way until he stopped training, because he stopped training, I think at the end of 2018 or beginning of 2018. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so he stopped training, or I started training with him, like going hard. Like I literally went probably twice a day, once a day, like literally every day. I don't think I missed the days of training. Like I literally went there and like predicated myself on getting better, like because I really wanted, like that was my dream, like to go Division 1 and make it to the NBA. Like that was just my dream since a little kid. So or just not even Division 1, play college basketball. So basically, well, not college basketball, either Division 1 or Division 2 basketball. Um, so I kept working hard. I kept working hard. It was a fire that lit under me. It was like nobody was gonna tell me nothing. I was just gonna work my butt off to get what I wanted to get. So I kept training. I kept training. My 10th grade year comes around. Okay, so I ended up transferring schools. Like I still went to that school that I in my ninth grade year. I finished that year out at that school, and then my 10th grade year I transferred over to a school about 20 minutes away from me. Um, they weren't that good at basketball. They didn't have really a good reputation, but like it was the best option for me and the best opportunity for me to show my game. I felt like after checking out the school and checking out the options that I had, I felt like that was the best opportunity for me. Me and my pops felt like that in my family. So basically, um, let's see. Yeah, so 10th grade year, I had it was like kind of a fight for my spot, but I was playing varsity. Like I made varsity my 10th grade year, and when I made varsity, that was like okay, I see my hard work like paying off. Oh, and by the way, by 10th grade year, I was like completely slim. Like I was in basketball shape. Like basketball training got me in shape. Like I was I wasn't dunking yet, but I was close though. I was probably touching. I was grabbing the rim. I was grabbing the rim by my time I started my 10th grade year. And mind you, when I was born, I was not like like I wouldn't say gifted of extreme athleticism. But anyways, so I had to work for everything like that I've earned so far. So basically my 10th grade year I'm the sixth man on my varsity team. I'm the sixth man. I finished that season averaging about 9 points a game. We didn't do so well. I think we lost in like we didn't even make it to the sectionals, and we were like I think we were like 10 and 11 or something like that. So that was just a get back and an improvement year that really taught me a lot of things. So my 11th grade year really comes around, and I'm like continuing, like I'm with my trainer, like even during the season, like working out with him very often. So like I was probably out of all the guys that he trained, I was definitely his hardest worker. I was there. I lived at the gym. So anyways, um like that's all I predicated my time on, was getting in work. So my 11th grade year comes around, 2018, and I'm starting on varsity. You could say the guy on varsity. I started off the season averaging 25 points, and it's like, and it didn't even like it wasn't even like an amazement to me because I knew what I had worked for. Like you know what I'm saying, and it was just like I knew what I was coming from, so I just had more motivation. Like at that point, with my other school being local, like the coach was still coaching over there that cut me from varsity and things like that, and we even played him my 11th grade year. We played their team, so it was definitely that was an exciting game. I had 22 points that game. I remember my 11th grade year against the team that cut me from varsity, and well, we ended up losing by like 5 points, but I had 22 points. I played like a good game, so it was just a good feeling knowing that like it was that much improvement over the years just from pure hard work, and it's like hard work and consistency can get you anywhere. So basically my 11th grade year, I finished the season averaging like 22 points a game. I started off on a hot streak. Like the first 11 games I was averaging 25 or 26 points a game, and that was just like, and it was just like I was just doing what I wanted to out on the court, as far as high school went. And then oh, and I forgot, my 10th grade summer I played AAU. I was playing live tournaments AAU where some coaches were there and stuff. So and then my 11th grade year, I was after I started snapping. I remember I got my first email from college school probably during the season. It was mid-season. I got email from a Division 3 college school about 2 hours away from me saying they want me to come to their elite camp. So I ended up going to their elite camp, and that was the first elite camp, college camp I've ever went to, my 11th grade year, mid 11th grade year. And then after that, the coaches liked me and stuff, but they, like, I was dominating at that elite camp. Like, I was doing my thing. So, yeah, so 11th grade years keep going. I'm still having a good year. And then our team was doing a little bit better also. Our record was like 12 and like 9. We finished the season, so it was a winning record, and it was like turning minutes of turning the program around. So, and then my senior year comes around, which is 2019, and that was just an overall great year. I enjoyed that a lot. My senior year, our record actually ended up being 21-4. I averaged 20 points a game my senior year, and it was like 4 and 6, so 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and then I also my 12th grade year also my childhood friend, a childhood buddy that I was started off hooping with. He's a little bit younger than me, but I started off hooping with him. Like I was in the same basketball group as him, Roddy Gale. So he's a Division I basketball player. So it was great playing with him also. So he came over. Me and him was like the dynamic duo, and we were like one of the best teams in Western New York, and in the state. So it was definitely a great feeling. And my 11th grade year, that summer, I played AAU also with a team from Maryland. That my actually co-founder Eddie Scott, co-founder of Sayless, that my business partner Eddie Scott, he was playing on that team. So he's from Maryland. So he had an AAU team for me to come hoop on in my 11th grade year, and that's when I picked up interest from the U.S. Naval Academy, which is a Division I school. And they were on me. We were talking a lot. But unfortunately, and also my grades were pretty decent. Like I had 3.0 GPA. But unfortunately, the coach that I was talking to from the U.S. Naval Academy got fired. So like the other coach on the coaching staff was still texting me, but he wasn't as heavy on me as the coach that seen me play that summer was heavy on me. So it was kind of unfortunate. I was kind of sad about that opportunity, but everything happens for a reason. So basically, yeah, that's when I started getting college interest, in like a bunch of colleges started reaching out to me. But well, I was actually reaching out to colleges too. I used to email colleges like a bunch. Like I emailed a bunch of colleges all the time, and most of them, like a lot of them, got back to me. And I went on a couple visits and things like that. And then so my senior year is going on, and at this point I don't have any offers yet, or yeah, yet. So my 12th grade year we do 21-4, and I'm gonna show you guys this. I actually get my this is definitely a great accomplishment, playing varsity for 3 years. I got my 1,000-point ball. I had a little bit over more than 1,000 points, but I still got my 1,000-point ball, which was a great feeling getting that, because it was like in ninth grade. I didn't even know if I was gonna play basketball anymore. So it was a great feeling. I want to show you guys this too, because we were definitely making some noise around my area. I got this portrait drew of me for my senior year pictures, and then it's some newspaper articles in it. Big Time Scott, you can see. But yeah, that's not even all the newspaper articles about me that was created. But yeah, that's dope. Like it's just stuff from high school, that's the memories and things that are just really dope, and just like I'm glad that it worked out the way it did. So yeah, so after my senior year, I finish up my senior year. We make it to the section, like we win the section championship, we win the class championship, the league championship. Like we were going crazy my senior year, and so where was I? So yeah, we were going crazy my senior year, and then I ended up playing AAU again, because I didn't have any offers, but I was talking in some schools, and it was just like the matter of them offering me. So I ended up playing AAU again, and me and my father got to that point. Me and my family got to that point where we were just gonna say, I'm gonna go to prep school to develop and mature more, because I never got well, when I graduated I was 17, so in 2019, or I was just turning 18, so I was a little bit younger, or the right age, but I still needed to mature more. So we felt like that it was another great opportunity that I reached out to some prep schools and they got back to me, and I ended up going to a prep school in Canada. So I went to that prep school in Canada. It was an okay year, but for me it was a pretty good year. I grew as a player on and off the court. I got more mature. It was just an overall great decision to go prep, to grow, get stronger in the weight room, all that. So I definitely grew my IQ, everything. And then at the end of prep school, I had one offer, and then I had like two heavy interests from three Division 2 schools, and I had one interest from a Division 1 school. So the Division 2 schools, and then Corona happened. So one of the Division 2 schools I went to go visit. I went to go visit them, and it was like I liked it a lot. But I still didn't receive an offer. So and then Corona came around, and it was just like, but the offer that I did have from the Division 2 school, which I'm wearing their T-shirt right now, yeah, I went with that school. So it was just like I went with that school because of like I visited it, and it with it being local. Like I was recruited. Like I had an offer from a Division 2 team that was 20. The school was 25 minutes away from where I lived at. So it was just a really great opportunity that I took advantage of. Like I'm excited for this year, and now I'm currently a freshman in college, and hooping at a Division 2 school, and doing what I want to do with my life. So basically, yeah, just moral of the story is never stop working for what you want, and work hard and be consistent, because that can take you 1,000 feet, 1,000 and 100, and wherever you want to go. Just being hard, like, and having patience, like that process. Like as you guys seen, like it was a long process. Like I didn't get the love, and I didn't get the recognition that like I felt that I should have earned until 2 years after I started working hard. So it was like not saying that I wasn't working hard in my youth years and things like that, but I really buckled down and really understood what I had to do to get where I wanted to get. So yeah, now I'm just ready and really excited for the season, being a freshman in college, and excited what the season has for me. And I'm gonna continue to grind and continue to work my butt off to get where I want to get. So thank you guys for tuning in to my first YouTube video. It's my story time on how I went from not making my varsity team to playing college basketball. So it was a great process, and it was a great journey. Like I enjoyed it a lot. Like it was amazing. So thank you guys. Leave a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for me. Definitely get your Sayless merch too. Definitely get definitely get your Sayless merch too, though, for sure. The link will be down in the description. Check us out. Sayless do more. That's really where Sayless do more came from too, because it was just like the fact of working hard and not talking about it, getting to work. So yeah, like I said, thanks again for tuning in. Yeah, so just subscribe, like the video, comment, share. Hey, and say less.